Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here to yet juicy SLA video. We're gonna cover one of the most annoying battlefield times out there, the giant EIBERG. He is so annoying, his stages just suck, but let's go over it. I do want to cover the build first and the combat, so I can show you exactly what to do. Overall, the build is pretty simple, but let me just show you it right here. Let's go to Jinnu. We're not using any of the new blessing stones, just to keep it simple. Reawakening, weakness section, pulverize for the break and sharp perception for the crit rate. And then if you choose to run the guardian set, this is super good. Aggressive defense, basically making it so your guardian set activates all the time. We also run this life for a shield, why not? Get the effect off right away too, and then doesn't matter what else you run, just run whatever for that last slot, only the shields really matter. For our weapons, we're using Plum and the Grimoire. This is the best choice we have, and then if we go to our skills, as you can see, I don't have the water version of Vertical Arts to Legendary, go figure. One of the few skills I am missing, which does kind of suck. I think I'm only seeing, 6 skills here, and that's one of them, but do run that skill. It does deal a lot of damage because it increases your damage dealt to targets in the break state by 150%. And also we use this right here, the knockdown and airborne effects, to basically use our QT skills to clear mobs. I'll show you, don't worry. And that should be everything for this page here. For artifacts, we're running the Warmonger set and Obsidian. Warmonger giving us a ton of attack, and Obsidian obviously giving us a huge damage increase bonus, 60% as long as your mana is at the 40% mark. And that's all here, with the exception of cores. The only core that matters here is boom, this one here, the passive effect, giving us 5% attack. That's all you need. And that should be it. Let me just jump in here to Battlefield Time so I can show you what our hunters are running as well. Let's go here, boom, and while we do this, make sure to support us, link is down below for your codes, but here we go. We're using Nam, Jiwoo, and Meilin. Basically a very simple setup, very standard. Soul Analysis, and the Self's Blessing for 5% bonus elemental type damage when you do tag in your hunters for the sports skill. So 5%, and the Blessing set, 20% damage increase, very useful. Does make the run much easier, and also, Soul Analysis, we're running it for the extra break. Otherwise, it's kind of tough to break the boss on this stage. And for our shadows, we do run Igris to make sure we have more crits coming in, super important. Then Serbi and Biru, they have to fix Biru's icon, it's kind of hidden, but they both give us 5% damage bonuses, very important. You do want that to apply. And for our hunters, no weapons needed. We just use a sword here because it gives us elemental type damage bonus of 12%. Very good. It does give us an edge compared to our actual weapons because these stats here don't matter. It's all about the passives, baby. So that should be everything covered here. We don't need any cores for our hunters, doesn't really matter. So let's just jump into the combat now. When it comes to the first 2 stages, I can do them much quicker than I actually show here. Let me show you. I'll show you a quick version of the run. Alright, so here is the fast version of the run. This isn't exactly what we ran in the actual run, and I'll explain why. But we use Grimoire, then we dash to the side there, use Vertical Arts, use our QT skill, then use our base attacks and Meilin to proc our next QT, clear the mobs, and boom, 14 seconds, pretty quick, very easy to do. I know it might seem hard, but it's actually very simple. And obviously, before those 1 or 2 if you complain, it's simple if you have the right build advancements, etc. That's given, okay? You're stating the obvious, just stop, but let's continue. So when we jump in, first thing you want to do is dash right over here in this spot. Then you want to aim your Grimoire all the way over here, clearing out all these mobs in one big wave. So you'll see here, in 0.5% speed, boom, 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 dashing, aim this way, Grimoire hits all these mobs here. Very, very nice. And then we dash this way. A lot of the time, you will have the extreme evasion hit, or you end up dodging it. In this run, as you can see here, it's a bit different from our last one because I'm just walking here. That's because when we spawn into the boss round, if I do the stage too fast, our Grimoire won't be up, and that is kind of annoying for that run. So in this case, what I'm doing is just walking there, kind of stalling, walking. Now I'll use it, okay? Then I'll take my time. I can activate our QT skill right away, but I do kind of just wait a little itty bit. Don't do it too fast. And then here, same thing, just auto attacking, save up our skill, and wait for it. The boss will spawn soon enough, boom. And that's for the phase 2 boss. Then we're just gonna hit it and done. So overall, very slow run. As you saw previously, it was way faster. That's because if you see on the second here, my Grimoire should be up after a stupid animation goes away. So you see here, boom, Grimoire is up, and first thing you want to do is use your shadows. Use them, but don't use Shadow Step just yet. Wait for the boss to move all the way to the left here. Boom, he moved, and now what you want to do is use Grimoire and start using Hunters too to build up that break. So use Nam. She makes the breaking part easier, and use Jiwoo as well. You can use them in any order, but Nam first usually works out better. It does freeze the target too, and then just start using your skills. First off, the Omega skill here. Boom, it should break the boss, and done. Shadow Step should come up. Use it, and then what you want to do is use your Plum skill to build up even more damage. That's what I do, because I don't have mine too heroic, and boom, use Vertical Arts. If you crit, it should deal some nice damage. If it doesn't, well, you might have to restart your run. And as you can see, because mine isn't unfortunately the legendary mark, I do have to use our QT skill, which I will use here, and boom, there you go. Overall, I mean, pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, it is one of the more annoying bosses because you do need a lot of requirements when it comes to the weapons. Obviously, having your Plum, your Grimoire, your Hunters are fine. You don't really need them advanced up, but when it comes to your skills, that's focal point, and your Blessing Stones too. That's what makes this run really hard, but hopefully this helped just a little bit, kind of guide you in the right direction. Other Hunters you can use are just your support Hunters. If you're missing Jiwoo, just to build up the damage, up to you. There's multiple ways to do this run, but this is my favorite because it's pretty consistent and a lot of us can use it when it comes to dealing break damage, breaking the target, then dealing damage after the fact. That's the easier route. If you're a super Giga Chad whale, well, if you have your Vertical Arts skill maxed out, you can run all supports, jump in, you don't even need to break the target, build up all those sacks from your supports, and boom, just nuke the boss, easy peasy. That's one way to do it, but this way is way more accessible to everyone, kinda simplified, and it's not the fastest run. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to speedrun this out. I'm just showing a build that's pretty accessible that most of you can use, but if you enjoyed, drop a like, make sure to subscribe, that way I know you want more content like this. And also go to the link down below to support us for free on Netmarble Support Program. If you support, we do get codes to send to you. Right now there's 4 codes available, so just support, don't think, and you will get codes sent right up top here to your My Page section once you log in. They'll be sent to your receive benefits, so just support, don't think, and I will send you a bunch of juicy codes, but also I'm trying to get us to reach the 20,000 mark, and in that way maybe I'll contact Netmarble and try to squeeze out one more code from them, so stay tuned, I'll see what I can do. This is your Code King Zaf, signing out.